Heidi ho, hey world, how you doing? This is LaSharon with UCDI, just chilling on the steps. Again, see outside. But today is Sunday, and this is going to be our Take Back Monday, but I just had to go ahead and get it in today because I went to service this morning and the gentleman was talking about odds. So remember that. Odds, mathematical odds, just the odds of something happening. And so just what are the odds? I'm going to come back to the odds. But it is cold in Texas. This whole week it's been really cold in Texas. Today it warmed up a bit, but it's supposed to get cold again tomorrow. So cold here is about 35, 30 degrees at this time of year. That's pretty cold for Texas. So anyway, it's been cold. It's a time in my life where, hey, it's time for me to go get some groceries or some things like that. And I'm like, oh, it's cold. I don't want to get out in the cold because I already have things I'm doing. I'm not super busy. I mean, I'm no busier than anyone else. But after my games, basketball season, things of that nature, I don't want to run to the store. So it's something that will be done kind of on the weekend. And yesterday, instead, I decided, I was like, no, it's my day to serve as a greeter for Saturday night service. So I'm going to serve as a greeter. I had games, I had little work, and then I'm going to go serve as a greeter. And so I did it. And what was so awesome was, it just happened to be on the day that I'm greeting, guess what? We have dinner after service for people to talk and do various things. And we have another campus. And so the other Fair Meadows, it's this darling little spot. I love to go and worship. I love the heart of the people. They work with the kids. They work with the community, youth. They're always doing something. And it's a small church, so it's not like they don't have money to just throw, but they just make things happen. Wednesday night, we all put trees and stuff together as everyone was just hanging stuff on, doing the work together. It makes the load so much easier. So anyway, we did that. So I was fed on Saturday without having to go to the grocery store or, stop by a restaurant, which turned out to be great. I was like, hey, and it was real food. It wasn't finger food because I was hungry. I was like, yay, it's real food. That's what I'm talking about. So today at service, guess what happens to happen after service today? Oh, there's a women's luncheon that I knew nothing about because I've been busy. So I knew nothing about it. And I didn't want to go. Sunday at the grocery store is real life. You know it. If you go grocery shopping on Sunday, you know what that is. But I was going to do it. And so, hey, there was a meal already there. And I just was smiling inside because the sermon today was about what are the odds. And the Pastor Joe went through all these things, and he was saying all the prophecies that Jesus had to fulfill in order even just to be born. All the prophecies that had to be fulfilled for him just to be born. And he was like, it's a mathematical impossibility, but it happened. And so he was just basically saying, you really can't come to God with the odds. God is God. He's not confined by the odds. He's God. And so there's nothing that's impossible for him. It's possible. And it really goes with what the interview series, the informal interview series, you guys know I'm not a reporter, but the interview series that we're doing this December about it's possible. Things are possible. Don't give up. Don't stop. Look at how you're looking at things. The glass is half full. You have some water. Let's be thankful. There's something in the glass. And so it's possible. Anyway, so he was saying that, and I was just like, that's so right on. So I came onto the house. I was like, okay, I'll do this later. Doing some yard work, getting some things done around the yard. And hear me when I say my neighbor came over and they were putting up Christmas decorations and I was working in my yard. And so I was like, you know what? I'm just going to sweep these leaves out of like their yard as well because I'm already sweeping mine. It's not like I'm adding anything to it. So we're just going to do it. And do you know my neighbor? I'm sweeping her yard, minding my own. They're doing their work, blowing leaves, putting up Christmas decorations. I look up and she is cutting my yard. I know I went out of focus there for a minute, but I look up and turn my head and my neighbor is cutting my yard. I've been here almost 3 years. It's not a job to cut my yard. My neighbor is awesome, but we don't cut each other's yard. But I just looked over and I was like, what are the odds? And I just was that was so cool of her, but even more than it was cool of her, it was so cool of God because this whole weekend has just been simple things that he has done and used to show me, again, what are the odds? I got you. I'll take care of you. Things that other people may think are insignificant or really doesn't matter. Are you looking too hard for this? Say what you want, but I'm grateful and I'm thankful that not only did I eat yesterday, I ate well today, and out there today doing that yard work, something it could have been like a 3-hour job, turned into something that was great fellowship with me and my neighbor, and we were able to serve one another. And so I just love that. And I just want to say, if you are using the odds, I don't know if you guys can see me. Let me get focused again. If you're using the odds to say why something can't work, hey, there you go. You can see me now. If you're using the odds to say why something can't work, or you're using the odds to try to say why something won't happen, let that go. Let that go. Just make an informed decision, but know that with God, all things are possible. All things are possible through Christ, okay? Just submit it to Him, line it up with Him. He gives you the desires of your heart. Submit your ways to Him. Let your thoughts be established in Him. Stay with God. Don't get stuck on mistakes. Don't get stuck on people's feelings who get hurt. Don't get stuck on your feelings if your feelings are hurt. I tell myself that all the time. A hurt feeling doesn't stop what's supposed to happen. The earth continues to rotate whether your feelings are hurt or not. So don't get stuck on that. And I just want to encourage you, it's possible. All things are possible. Don't despise small beginnings. Hold your form. Keep moving forward. And even though this is Sunday, this will be our Take Back Monday as well. And I just want to say, praise God. You're here. It's yet another opportunity to praise Him, to see good things, to see the good and positive and the life-giving things in relationships. Man, life is for living, okay? Life is for living. So everybody have a great day. If the odds are trying to get you down and people are telling you the odds and feeling like the odds are against you, something can't happen, somebody can't be healed, you won't be able to get into a certain school, a certain job can't be yours, your business can't be successful, any of those things where the odds are trying to tell you that, you know what? The only odd you need to be worried about is what God says about you. So line up with Him and His promises. Get yourself in order as far as you can unto the Lord. And just trust Him. It's possible. You have a great day. Have a great week. Be kind to somebody. Be nice to somebody. Bless somebody. And consider others before yourself. All right. Love you. Have a good one.